So I watched the video that I just recorded, and all I see is a traumatized person trying to talk and deal with the shit that they've been through. Okay, look, I've got my anti-cancer food slash, I don't know, it's kind of my soup. It's a little bit of an African soup. I have my kale, my squash, sweet potatoes, and garlic, a few, and yeah. So this is good for me because I've been through some tough shit. Um, as many of you have been, and many people don't talk about it. And when I watch YouTube and I see people talk about the shit they've been through, it makes me feel validated in knowing that I'm not crazy. Um, so I'm just gonna be that person, and I'm not where I want to be in my life. I had some holiday things that were pretty fucked up, You know, I had my father try to put money through Western Union. Never. We'll get to that because I don't want to take up the space these minutes. With that, then I have some things I want to get to bullet list wise, and that I have to keep working on outside of a video so that it can come out in it the way that it does in a video, I guess, when I do decide to address it. But I want to say that the holidays are pretty for me, in the sense of having a very broken family dynamic and other things. So all I want to say is, let me just drink some of this. It's good. Okay. It's good. And I thought that was funny too. I watched a video for a few minutes because somebody was like crying and sniffing on the napkin. They tasted the napkin and they were like, "Ooh, I didn't know snot was so good." And I was like, "Oh, come on now, I've done this too." So I don't know. It was kind of also validating. But anyway, that's not the point. I want to use these videos for me to get from point A to point B. And while I'm eating, and I was watching a video from the King Center because I grew up in Atlanta, and I'm starting to integrate this. I kind of say downloading 23%. It's kind of what it feels like. But I have this thing called a checkbook, and with it, I want to be able to, excuse me, let me fix it the right way. A checkbook. So, literally write myself checks for my goals. And this idea I got from Lisa Nichols, who's a motivational speaker that's somebody and I met in a support group called ASCA. Shared with me whenever I would call them. They were so kind to talk to me. So I actually do need to call them back. But with that being said, that's one of the things in this video, in these videos, on top of blogging, which nobody reads my Medium blog post. And what else? Instagram, which I'm going to have to get off of eventually, migrate from because of what's happening with these social media platforms. And then Walmart. I have to be on time with my meal breaks. I'm aware that Walmart has removed diversity, equity, inclusion programs, and that's part of why this has an alias name, and that is where my income, the consistent income, is coming from right now. So I think what people also don't kind of talk about is the economic reality where people are doing things that might not necessarily align with their belief system. At least that's the situation that I feel that I'm in. But I, God willing, it will get me from point A to point B. And as that happens, my goal is that there is more alignment continually. An upward trajectory. You just see it as a graph where it begins like this, and goes like this, where I'm also in alignment with it as well. So that's all I want to say. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I really hope to be able to share more with you. Maybe eventually I'll share my real name, but it's so specific that, sometimes I don't even like to turn my name tag. I turn it around so people don't actually see the name, and hope I can reach the actual potential that is well beyond where I am now, well beyond that I can find the roots of all of these things, the people I come from. Anyway, it's just like, man. And that's all I have to say. All right, thank you.